Hello, hello, everyone, and happy holiday hustle. My name is Audrey Nickell, and I am going to teach you all about holiday selling with holiday wish list. Okay, get excited because y'all, this piece of paper right here is going to make you a lot of money. So, what we are going to do first and foremost is we are not going to forget the basics of our business. So, when we hold an appointment, whether it's virtual or in person, we are going to still stick with the basics of selling first, then booking, then team building. After team building, we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw in our holiday wish list. So, what does that exactly look like for me? I like to call myself the queen of working holiday wish list, and I want you to be the queen this year in your holiday wish list selling. So, after I've done those 3 steps, when I am with an individual close, so like I said, this can be virtual or in person, I am going to say, "Hey, Susie, I know that we just went over all the products that you wanted to purchase for you, and I know there were some items in there that you didn't purchase today, like the microdermabrasion or the satin hand set. So I'm going to pull this out of my bag. So I have a holiday wish list, and I'm going to help you fill this out because this is the perfect way to get items under the tree this year that you really want. Not another item that you're going to regift to someone, or maybe an item that your hubby just grabs on the way out of a store. I really want you to get items that you know you want and that you just tried today. So let me help you fill this out. So I grab the pen and I fill it out. Okay. That's the first step, is that you are filling it out, because then you can read it. Okay. That is really important. So it says name, phone number, and email. So I'm just going to fill that in for my customer. And then I'm going to write where it says my favorite things. I am going to write her favorite things that she did not purchase that day. So I'm going to write, Susie, that microdermabrasion. Oh, that satin hands and satin lips. I know that you loved that. So I'm going to write that, and maybe a few other items. Okay. So it's got 15 lines. Typically, people don't fill out all 15. But if they keep going, I keep writing. Okay. So then in this bottom corner, it says my Santas are, and it has 3 places for 3 Santas. And so I tell them, I just say, Susie, who purchases for you for Christmas? And typically it's a boyfriend, a husband, fiance, somebody like that. So I write down the name, relationship, phone, call or text, and email. And then I always ask, wow, what about your mom or your dad, your neighbor, your best friend? And so I do typically come up with 3 Santas because I want to have options. I fill this out as well so I can read the writing, right? So I'm going to write their name, the relationship, the phone number, and their email. And then over here, right here, it says people to shop for. So it's got name, budget, and gift chosen. And right here in this little box, it has don't forget: preacher, Sunday school teacher, carpool mom, secret Santa gifts, manicurist, hairstylist, housekeeper. Okay, so the list goes on, right? And so I'm going to use that little list, and I'm going to say, Susie, we've got your wish list filled out. Now I want you to write down, or help me because I'm going to write it, the people that you purchase for. So let's just make a little quick list here really fast. And so I just write it in right here. Okay. And so I say, do you have a hairdresser that you purchase for Christmas, or a nail, stylist? Do you have a babysitter? Do your kids' teachers, do you buy them something? And so I'm writing these down in these boxes. And then I ask her, like, do you spend about 10 or 20 on the item? And then it has gift chosen, okay, right here in this box. And so I leave that box open, okay? So I just write their name and then the budget, okay? And then I fill this out, okay? And then I say to her, Susie, I offer gift giving services to all of my customers. And so what I can do for you is I can put together gifts in these budgets for you, and I gift wrap it for you, and I can deliver it for you. Do you want me to go ahead and start working on some gifts for you? And most of the time they're like, yes, that would be amazing. And I'm like, okay, great. And so I kind of write in the gift chosen boxes just some ideas. So satin hands or satin lips, or, a charcoal mask and a mask applicator, whatever it is. Okay. So because based off of their budget, right? I want to respect their budget. And then I tell her like, okay, I'm going to put together those gifts, and then I can get those to you for that. And then it has a little box right here where it says stocking stuffers, so I do write that down, like if she has any kids. And then I just tell her like, oh, we could do satin lip balm, or we could do gloss, mascara, things like that. And then at the bottom it says gift of kindness, a gift for someone who may least expect it but who will appreciate the blessing. And so I ask her if there's anybody that she purchases for that. Typically, what I do in lieu of that is I talk about the gift of kindness that I offer each Christmas is to basically help the elderly. And then we do, the Mint Bliss with the socks and a handwritten note. And so we take it to all of the assisted livings and we hand those out. And so would you want to be a part of that gift giving service and, choose to give to one grandparent, two grandparents, whatever that may be? And then she will let me know. So this is something that I build in probably a good 5 to 7 minutes in my close to fill this out with each individual person. Now, I really want you to catch this. I do not print these off and then hand it to them and say, fill it out and then text it to me. Text me a picture. Because this is what happens. They write maybe one or two things in it and then they send it to me. Number one, I only get very little information. Number two, most people don't even text it to me, and then I don't get it back at all. You guys, this is pure gold. It is cash money in hand. So make sure that you take the time to fill this out with each individual person. If I'm virtual, like on Zoom, then I'm just going to go ahead into one of those separate rooms, the rooms that you can go into, and I'm going to fill it out with her. If I'm on FaceTime, then I'm just going to pull it right out and say, okay, Susie, I'm going to help you fill this out right now. This is part of my gift giving service that I do with each and every one of my customers, because it is exceptional customer service that you get to give to your customers, right? Okay, so now we have it filled out. And I want to encourage you, you're going to get the PDF so you can print these. I want to encourage you to print as many as you want filled out, okay? So if your goal is from October to December to have 30 filled out, then I want you to have 30 ready to go. If it's 100, I want you to print 100. You decide what your goal is going to be. Now, you want to start doing this right now. I know you might be thinking, Audrey, it's October. Girl, promise me this. You will start this now, okay? Because sometimes the people you see in October, you don't see again in November or December. So you want to get this filled out with her when you are with her, virtual or in person, okay? So you want to start filling these out right away and set yourself a goal, you guys. And why I say print this out is because I want you to see the stack. And I want you to take it with you to every single appointment. So it's a constant reminder that you need to have this filled out, okay? And that you did set a goal. It was not a wish, it was a goal that you set. Okay, so now when I have these all filled out, okay, I start contacting Santas. I do not wait until the week before Christmas to start reaching out to Santas because they have already done their shopping, right? And of course, you guys, we want to catch these people before they have spent their money and their budget somewhere else. Okay. So, what I want you to do is I want you there's a spot right here, okay, where you're helping them fill out your Santa. So you're going to look through and you're going to say, okay, the first Santa is typically the person that is going to really enjoy shopping for them. Normally it's their husband, spouse, somebody like that, mom, whatever. And so I reach out to them. Now, I know a lot of people love to send a text because a text is easier than a call, but I like to pick up the phone and I call and I say, hey, Susie, I am Audrey and I am no, let me say, I am hi Julie. I am Susie's beauty consultant with Mary Kay. And I know you don't know me, but when I was with Susie last month, she filled out a wish list of products that she would love to get under the tree this year. And part of my gift giving service is that I will personally wrap these up free of charge for you, and I will deliver them for you for Susie for Christmas. I would love to make you look like a hero this Christmas by putting things under the tree that she specifically desires. Is there any reason why I couldn't help you to get some Christmas shopping done from your seat and off your feet? That's what I say when I make that call. Now, if they don't answer, I do always follow up with a text and letting them know who I am. Hey, Julie, this is Susie's consultant, Audrey. I have a list of amazing products that Susie would love to have under the tree this year. Please give me a call back or shoot me a text so I can go over the deets with you because I would love to save you money and time this Christmas and get Susie exactly what she wants under the tree. Now, most of the time when I reach out to men, especially men, they love this. They literally tell me, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Tell me, $100, $200, $300, what's it going to cost me? And I basically just ask them, what is your budget for Susie this year? And then I go from there. Oftentimes, it is just a price point with men. So go right to 100, go right to 200, go right to 300, whatever they've written down, because I like to start big and then go down from there, right? And so, I'll say, oh, Travis, I've got about $200 worth of products that she wrote down. Is 200 going to work for you, or did you want to spend a little bit more? I normally always say it that way to men, and then they go, oh, I can spend a little bit more. So that's just me. That's just how I talk to men. But I tell them, you know what, the best part about this is that these are all products that I know she really wants. And so you'll be giving her exactly what she requested. And they absolutely love that. Now, remember, you are making these calls early in the season. So if I have someone fill it out in October, then I'm going to be contacting them at their Santa in November. Normally I do these the first week of November. Okay. If I have anybody start filling them out in November or December, I contact their Santas right after they fill it out. So I could do the appointment, I come home and I am like, okay, time to call the Santas, right? It's so very important. Another little tip that I wanted to give you. Oftentimes, you call someone and they don't answer and you want to leave them a message, you can send a voice message instead of a text message. That's what I like to do because people can hear my voice and there's more power in that voice message, right? And so you can say, hey, Travis, this is Audrey. I'm Susie's Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. I have a list of everything she wants for Christmas, and I want to make you go from zero to a hero this year. Give me a call so I can go over the list and I can hit your budget and make her so happy this year. So it just makes it so simple for them, not complicated. Remember, men are very straightforward. Give it to them black and white and make it easy. And then when I get to talk to moms and other women, what I love to do is I offer them that same service, right? That I'm going to deliver it, that I'm going to gift wrap it, I'm going to make it look beautiful, we're going to hit their budget, all of those things. But then I do add in something a little bit more with these women. And I typically always say, okay, I know we got Susie covered. And you know what, Julie? I just wanted to check and see, is there anyone else that you're shopping for this year? Because I would really love to bring other gifts with me that I can showcase to you to help you. And oftentimes they will say, oh, that would be great. And I say, okay, who are you shopping for? Who else are you shopping for? And what I do is I bring my pink sleigh to their house. So when I go to deliver these items, then I just have my trunk filled with some beautiful gifts, and I show them some gifts for their different price points of people that they're shopping for. Y'all, these wish lists have led me to hundreds, even thousands more in sales because of that one little tidbit that I add. With men, I do the same thing, but typically I keep it quick and I say, have you shopped, Travis? Have you shopped for your mom yet this year? Or your, secretary or whoever else, was there anyone else that was on your list that I could, bring you gifts for? And normally they're pretty straightforward, yes or no kind of guys. But the women I love to offer my pink sleigh shopping spree to. And I tell them that I will bring it to them when I bring Susie's gift. So I really hope that you will take advantage of your holiday wish list selling, because I think that it can change your entire holiday from this one piece of paper. Now, I want to remind you that when I sat with Susie, she made a list of the people to shop for, and she may not have purchased those on the spot, right? And so I'm going to go back and I'm going to call Susie and I'm going to say, hey, Susie, I know that we wrote down people that you were shopping for, your babysitter, your hairstylist, whoever else it is. And I would just say to her, Susie, I've got those gifts ready to go. I love putting together gifts for, these women at this price point. I've got your $25 price point or your $50 price point. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want me to bring these to you today? Now, that is an after sale, right? And so it's not the day of the sale, because typically she's purchased for herself and I've got her on some really great skincare. But when I do this follow-up call, maybe it's 2 weeks later, I can be checking in on her skincare and I can say, Susie, how's your skincare working? Is everything working great? Oh, and by the way, Susie, remember, we filled out that sheet that said people to shop for, people you're shopping for. I just wanted to go over that with you really quickly and see if we can go ahead and get some of these women shopped for today. And so then I go ahead and take that order. Okay. So you guys, that's two separate orders, because I really want them to still purchase for themselves at that first appointment with me. And then when I'm doing my checkup from the neck up call with them, that's when they shop for the people that they made their list for. Okay. So that's why this sheet is so golden, because we've got Susie's list and her Santa's, and then we're going back to Susie because she experienced the product. She knows how great it is, and we're helping her do her shopping over here. Okay. So there is a lot of money to be made when we are using a holiday wish list. And I want you to optimize this opportunity this holiday season. So I'm going to leave you with this. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So if you don't do this Christmas, your holiday selling totals might not change. But if you say, this is the year, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do things different. I'm going to add this to my holiday selling. I want to watch you increase your sales by $300, $400, $500, $1,000. Y'all, this is going to be big for your business. And so I want you to intentionally make the decision that you are going to use this year, and you're going to print out your 30, your 40, your 50, whatever your goal is, and start carrying these to every single appointment with you, and use it for every virtual appointment as well, because this is going to be the ticket to incredible sales for you this holiday selling season. I love you guys. I'm cheering for you. I know that you are going to be the queen of holiday wish list selling. Bye, guys.